Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Sam's Financial Corner. Fix my tie. I want to make sure I look good for you all. I do a lot to try to do my best to look good for you all because I like you all. Because when you put yourself out there, you want to look your best, you want to feel your best. And I'm like, because I know I've had some people, I'm just going to share this because this is me. Just being me. Some people like, Sam, you don't need to dress up. You can wear a polo shirt. You don't have to dress up. And let me tell you this. I like looking my best and feeling my best. And I absolutely love wearing a shirt and tie. Now I will wear polo shirts sometimes because I just like them. But for me, shirt and tie, I really like it. Except for in the summer. That's when it betrays me because it's hot and it's not sexy when you sweat out and you got on your shirt and you're like, I look the best, and then you're like, God, I look like I was in a water balloon fight and I lost. But sorry, because I don't want to get distracted and say stuff. So this is a Q&A video, and this is a question that was presented to me. So I have several, and they're different ones, but so there'll be different videos, but I'm looking at one, and I want to say thank you to everyone who sent me questions. And the reason because I put it out there, well, actually, no, my sister, well, I thought about it too, but she really said, no, Sam, you need to have people ask you questions. And I thought about it, and it was a side thought that I had as well, but it made me think about it. It's true, because a lot of times with personal finance, people tell you how to save, how to invest, how to do this, how to do that. A lot of them are how-tos, and they're the normal basics. But when it comes to personal finance, when it comes to a video I did a while back, when we're looking at people who have blended families and where does the fiscal responsibility lie, or how do I start saving and doing stuff, or should I get involved financially with my wife's daughter that's not my child? Like, should I do certain things, should I not do certain things? That is where life becomes complicated, and so I love those complicated questions. So if you have any for me, please drop down in the comments section and let me know. I will definitely answer them. I love those kind of things because I love to think, and anything that allows me to put my thinking cap on is important. I want to tell you this about me. Just another personal note, I have no problem giving an unpopular opinion. I think it's very important for me, and I just keep this real personal, then I'm going to get into the question that's very good. But for me, I feel it's very important to be honest and forthright and upfront. And, we're not going to always agree. We can agree to disagree. And it's okay to have differences of opinion. Even with credit cards, for example, I have an unpopular opinion of just paying off the smallest to the largest. While most people would say, and I agree with them, because I'm not saying that they're wrong, they would say, get rid of the credit card that has the greater interest rate because you're paying a lot of interest on that. And I'm not saying that's wrong because I totally agree. But the reason I say it depends on the person, you should do both, is because sometimes people need those small victories to keep going. A lot of times, if you really talk to people about their financial picture, at some point they got excited. At some point they did something, and then something happened and it knocked them down. And my goal is always to help you. That's why I'm like your virtual personal finance assistant. That's why the videos are here, and I have other things coming as well, because I want you to know that virtually I'm here. The great thing is you can invite me into your space. I can provide knowledge that aids you, and then when you're done, you're done. And then you don't, sometimes people need that. Sometimes it's not always comfortable to have people in your space. And what you always want to do is make sure that people feel comfortable. And in this new economy, this new age and way of doing things, the great thing is whenever you need me, I'm here. All you got to do is just turn on your phone or your laptop, and I have a plethora of videos that can help you to get started. Because here's my advice: whether you go and do a certified financial planner or professional or not, here's the thing, and I keep saying it and I'm gonna constantly say it: you always want to make sure you have information. It's very, very important to make sure that you have information. So I'm sorry I went completely off topic, and I want to stay focused on this. The question is, which is very important, and I'm sorry for taking too long, but I wanted to share those things. When to open a bank account for your child and how much to put in it. That's a very, very great question, because a lot of parents don't know. And here's the thing, my advice is day one. As soon as you can, open a bank account for them. A lot of banks offer children's savings accounts for them, and the account grows with them. And then when they get older, it changes over. It's a great way for you to start saving for them, but I also suggest opening an account for them and teaching them money management. And if you can't afford to, you give them amount of money, like if they're getting a paycheck, and then you check in with them. Okay, well, how much do you have now? How much did you spend? Did you overspend? What happened? That's very important, because a lot of times we tell our kids, go out here, get a job. But if you're teaching them at a certain age, hey, you're going to get a paycheck, these are your expenses, especially if you want to enter the workforce. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're going to train them a little bit differently. But again, this is very important. It is very, very important that you start really day one saving for your kids, for college or for whatever else. If they don't decide they don't want to go to college, then I would encourage them to learn a trade, because some don't want a corporate job, but some people, they want to learn plumbing, they want to be an electrician, all things that we still definitely need. So always encourage your child and figure out what it is that they want to do. But you can open a bank account, you can do it with your bank, you can link the accounts, and it's a great way. Now, with the question of how much, I would say it depends on you. When they're little, I would say do a little amount, and you can increase it over time. But make sure whatever it is that you're doing is an amount that you can consistently do. The great thing about it is you want to do this over time. You want to save for them. So let's say when they want to go to college and they need money, you're not pulling money from your bank account. You're pulling money from this. Or let's say you don't want your child to work, or maybe they have to, but you say, hey, I've been putting money aside for you. You can start to use some of this money to just offset expenses. There are many different things that you can do. So I would say when to open a bank account for them, day one. And you also want them to have a banking history as well. And this helps in the long run. You know, that's very important. Number two, put as much as you can afford into the payment, into the account. That's very important as well. And you can really start off small if you want to. Don't feel like you have to do a big dramatic amount. You can do $10 a paycheck if you want to, or 20, or whatever you know that you can comfortably afford for them. That's very important. So again, this was when to open a bank account for a child and how much to put in it. I hope that helps. And also, I want you to take a look at one of my other videos, a college, what is a college 529 savings plan? That's very important for them as well, for when saving for college. All right, thank you for watching. Take care. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.